As we got the latest MISC Starlancer TAC trailer, it was pretty nice showing off the full might of this combat support slash dropship. But it was a bit more interesting what lied in the back. An Atlas combat suit of some kind. An armored suit intended for battle. From what we know, this suit comes with frontal armor plating and 2 weapons, one attached to each arm. You might have actually noticed it when it first appeared at Wickelow's Emporium, and I kinda forgot about it pretty fast, as there were so many nice things there. Its combat prowess wasn't shown off in the trailer or at the end of it. Only the basic movement it and other Atlas suits have. It has no booster like the mining variant and is more of an armored, weaponized walker. Combat heavy but slow. With this suit in mind, I want to go back to the older, perhaps even first announcements or small discussions about mech suits in Star Citizen. Now, the Argo ATLS series aren't the only ones producing such suits. At least in the lore, there is at least one more. But the Argo suits are one of our first experiences in the verse with such a tool. And that's what Argo makes for most part. It's the tools, it's the more work-oriented suits, more work-oriented vehicles, ships and everything else. Another example of mech suits would be the Virgil Ltd, which is said to have produced Titan exosuits. According to lore, these also started from an industrial aspect, industrial role, and shifted towards military purpose. Supposedly they are classified as Class 9 spacesuits, which is kinda strange, I know. We do have some concept art or early sketches of this suit, of the idea behind it, looking more like a full body armor, with serious energy weapon firepower. These are a bit different, not built with an open front. They have actual hands, suggesting the possibility of different weapons being equipped, perhaps even option to grab, push and move things. We cannot see at the back, so there might be something else interesting attached there, some interesting machine or something else. But I guess what everybody would like to see here is this suit flip a vehicle. And we don't know anything about that, sadly. The art and discussions were happening years before the first Argo suit was even revealed. I expect they focused on Argo suits initially because they're industrial and relatively simple, in contrast to the sketches of the Titan mech suit, which suggests more freedom of movement and possibly modular or alternative weapon loadouts. While the Atlas feels more robotic, the Virgil produces suits which look more like second skin. But most likely it will be more than just the body armor, it will be more than just the bulky skin. By simple estimation from the pictures, special weapons for this suit would be a thing. Probably even some special gadgets, ammos, all sorts of things. And who's to say there won't be special gear it can equip, like a jetpack? Perhaps some sort of jump booster or EVA boosters for this suit. There are many interesting ways they could go with it and make it into a fun little tool to use. When comparing these to Argo, there's no question that ATLS is not a suit built directly for combat, appearing more like repurposed civilian tools adapted for combat market. I'm not saying that they are bad, but they all share the same style and simplicity, the same movement and rather slow speed. This doesn't mean they can't hurt, but it is clear that the original design was built with something else in mind. As a stepping stone, I think they're fine, but those Titan suits, they actually look like they could beat a man barehanded in combat. Like you won't need a weapon, just fist bump him. Sadly, this does not mean we'll get any new mech suit manufacturers anytime soon, but these are bits and pieces of information about other options that could eventually compete with the ATLS series, possibly even being more optimized towards military operations. Perhaps what I really would like to see is NPCs using these armored suits to guard areas during events, forcing us to change tactics. I think having these suits appear in something like a Siege of Orison would be fun. But since they're slow, that's always going to limit their operational use. They will definitely have their uses, especially in the future for holding areas inaccessible by traditional vehicles, or where air support cannot really fly, hostile airspace. For now, I think the ATLS suits will be enough, with their different varieties and flavors. But I hope the devs won't forget about other similar manufacturers and innovative tools for scenarios they could introduce, with some unique use cases or gameplay encounters. So the ATLS may not remain the only option forever, but it will be a while before we see anything new, so keep that in mind. Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.